Okay, Birshut Morai Barabatai. We are up to Shemuel Aleph, Perek, Chaf Gimel, 23rd Perek. So we had last episode, very tragic episode. One of the worst tragic things that happened. The Shaul went and killed
all the
Kohanim, the whole town of Kohanim. Not only them, only with the Doeg and Shaul. They killed all the children, women, everybody. But by the end of the Perek said one of the childs of Achimelech, which was the Kohen Gadol, one of his child, ran away. His name was Abiatar. He managed to get himself to David. And David said, stay with me, I will protect you. So that was the end of last Perek. We started by Gidul David Lemor, Hine Pelishtim Nilchamim, Be Kil'ah. Now David is hiding in the forest, and they told him what? Pelishtim are fighting in Keilah. Keilah. What was Keilah? There was a town by the border of Israel in the section of Yehuda. So since he was in the Yehuda, they came to David for help. Vehemma shosim eta goranod, and they are robbing the granaries. So Gemara says that this was on Shabbat, Masachet Iruvin, Memhe. This happened on Shabbat.
What happened on Shabbat?
The war. The Palestinians came and attacked the town of Keilah. Now they're coming and asking David to come and help. Okay? So what does David do? Vayish'al David b'Hashem lemor. David is going to ask Hashem, what should I do? Ha'elach ve'ikiti be'Pelishtim ha'ele. Should I go and fight with this Palestine? ויאמר Hashem el David, לך והכית בפלשתים והושעת את כלאה. So Hashem said, yes, go fight with Palestine and save Kil'ah. So Gemara has a problem with this whole thing. Why? First of all, we're going to see soon, how did David ask Hashem? Yeah. Kohen Gadol was dead already. Okay, we'll see. Yes. Achimelech was the Kohen Gadol. He died. No. Masachet Iruvim Memhe says this happened to be on Shabbat. And if you're telling me that this question was halakha question, they're not killing people, they're just going robbing them.
So it's not real war.
So am I allowed to? If that's the problem, you should have gone and asked Shemuel. Don't go ask Urim B'Tumim. Urim B'Tumim, you cannot ask halakha question. That's the law of Urim B'Tumim. You don't ask halakha question. You ask things that have to do with the nation of Israel. Do I go to fight? Do I not go to fight? This certain things that have to do. So he wasn't really asking this. His question couldn't be, oh, Shabbat, can I go? No. His question was more than that. His question is, since this is a border town, right, is this considered real war or no? Should I go fight with them or no? That's his question. So Hashem told him, yes, go. Why? Because when it comes to the border town, when the enemy comes, it's much more dangerous. Even if they're not coming to kill, but the border town cannot be in danger. Borders of Israel have to be secure. So Hashem told him to go.
It's October 7th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Border towns are very important. That's it. ויאמרו אנשי דוד אליו, הנה אנחנו פה ביהודה יראים. people of David, he had about 400 people with him, right? They told David, what are you doing? You taking us to war? Even we are here in Yehuda, we still scared. Now you want to take us to Kil'ah, to the war with Palestine, in the lands of Palestine? Or you're going to make our life more miserable? We're already scared here. Now you're going to take us to Palestine? So what happened? By Yosef od David lishol Hashem. David asked Hashem again. Right? This time he wanted to ask from Hashem, first of all, the right way. Also, for himself, he had a lot of emunah. He knew that Hashem is going to protect him, but he wanted to give chizuk to his people. So he asked Hashem, am I going to win this time? Right? Remember, they had this problem with when they were attacking in Shoftim, Pelegish Begib'ah. When they were attacking Binyamin, they said, should we go fight? Hashem said, yes. They didn't ask, are we going to win or lose? Right? Until the third day. Here, David, to give them confidence, he asked, are we going to win or lose? So David continued again to ask from Hashem the second time. Hashem answered him again, and he told him, Kum red kil'ah ki ani noten et ha'pelishtim biyadecha. Right? Clear message from Hashem. Go to kil'ah.
Hashem با داوید صحبت میکرد.
Not directly.
و چجوری باش صحبت میکرد؟
We'll see soon. Pasuk Zain. Go to kil'ah, and I will give the Palestine in your hand. Vayelech David, v'anashav kil'ah. David and his people went to kil'ah. Vayelachem be-Palestine, and he fought with the Palestine. Vaynahek et miknehem. And he drove away their cattle, their animals. So, what do you mean? They had their animals in the war field? Well, they brought the animals to kill? No. What happened? He hit them big time. They ran back to their towns. David was chasing them, went up to their towns, and around their town, their animals were there. You have enclosures that you put your animals. He said, you did that to us? I'm going to show you. Opened up the enclosures and let all the animals run away. So he let free their animals to hurt them for attacking. So David, this way he saved people of Kil'ad. So now we goes back to how did David talk to Hashem, right? Vahi beborach Aviatar ben Achimelech el David Kil'ah, when Aviatar, son of Achimelech, the only Kohen left from the town of Nov, he ran away to David, and then they went together to Kil'ad. Okay, ephod yarad beyado. He brought with him ephod, right? So Mefarshim say that he didn't even mean to bring ephod. He was running for his life, but he just grabbed whatever he could grab, like a bag that was there. He would grab, and happened to be the ephod was in it.
Ephod was in it?
Ephod is the clothing of Kohen Gadol. He wasn't even thinking about it. But Hashem made it this way that the first thing that he grabs with him to run away, right? The ephod was in it. So now that David needed him, he put the ephod on him. He wasn't Kohen Gadol. But what happens when Kohen Gadol dies? Rambam says, you could appoint this child as a Kohen Gadol. So this is a son of Kohen Gadol. Okay, he's the next appointee. And who chooses them? David. This shows that David is the king, the real king. Why? Because the Urim V'Tumim talks to David, and we'll see later, to Shaul doesn't talk. When Shaul has a question, his Urim V'Tumim doesn't work. So see, he brought the ephod, and that's how David was able to
بن
touch.
اخیملخ نمیگه بن الی.
He wasn't Ben Eli. He was son of Achimelech. Eli was way before. Maybe it was the time of Shiloh. This is Achimelech, the one that died in Nov. Yeah, in the town of, that's Achimelech was the one that gave David lechem and the sword. ויוגד לשאול כי בא דוד כלאה. They told Shaul, David came to the town of Kil'ah. Now he's there. ויאמר שאול, ניכר אותו אלוהים בידי. Shaul, look at it, the way he's look at. You see, there are two ways to look at every scenario. Shaul thinks, oh, Hashem is with me. Hashem gave him to me. Right? Hashem has handed him to me. Basically, Shaul in his mind, he thinks David is there to kill him. Right? And his more b'malchut, whatever, he looks at him that he wants to kill David before David kills him. That's the way he looks at it. If you also look at all the books, it was never mentioned the sin of chasing David and trying to kill David. It was not mentioned that it was a sin for Shaul. First of all, it doesn't say as it was one of these averot, right? Why? First of all, he went out of his mind, it wasn't in his control. Second of all, he thought he's right. He thought, I'm the king, he wants to kill the king, I have to get him. Right? We'll see a few times like this, that Shaul is really thinks that David is there to get him. He doesn't know that David even he wants to help him. As long as David was with Shaul, David was helping him a lot. But he doesn't see it this way. Okay, so he says, Hashem gave him in my hand, Ki niskar lavo ba'ir delataim uberiach, because he's trapped coming to the town that has a gate and a bar. Now he's inside trapped. He won't be able to escape this time. וישמע שאול את כל העם למלחמה. Shaul summons all the people למלחמה, it says. Why it says למלחמה? He didn't tell them what he has in mind. He told them, oh, let's go fight with Palestine. So people come. If he would tell them, oh, I want to go capture one of our own towns, make a civil war, no one would go with him. So he had to tell them, no, we have a fight, we have a Palestine are attacking, let's go. Brought everybody. Shaul, made a big army. At Kol Ha'am, right? The whole Israel, he told people to come. Soldiers, Laredet Kil'ah, to go down to Kil'ah, Lasur et David, Vedanashav, to besiege, to surrender David and his people. וידע דוד כי עלה שאול מחריש הרע. So David knew that Shaul came and he has planned something bad for him. ויאמר אל אביתר הכהן, so he told אביתר הכהן, הגישה האפוד. Right, over this just ephod because it happened to be he brought it with him. Here, ha-ephod, the ephod, because now it's known that it works for him and he's basically like a Kohen Gadol. So he told him, come close with your ephod. ויאמר דוד, השם אלוקי ישראל, שמע עבדך כי מבקש שאול לבוא אל כלאה. So David says to Hashem, God of Israel, David, your Avdecha, your servant heard that Shaul is coming to Kil'ah, Leshachet La'ir Be'avuri, to destroy this town because of me. So David thought, again the same thing is happening. Nov was first. This one is going to be the second. He's going to kill everybody again. So he's asking Hashem what to do. Hayaskironi ba'ale kil'a beyado. Are the people of Kil'ah going to hand me in his hand? וירד שאול כאשר שמע עבדיך השם אלוקי ישראל הגר נא לעבדיך. הגד נא לעבדיך. Is Shaul going to come the same way? Is Shaul coming the way I heard? Please tell me. So I heard Shaul is coming. Is he really coming? And then the second question was, if he comes, are the people of Gilad, I help them, are they going to give me to him? Vayomer Hashem Yered. Hashem said, yes. He's going to come. He's coming down. Shaul is coming. So that's one answer. So the way, and from here, Rasul Gemara says, the way the Urim and Tumim works, you ask one question at a time. You cannot have two questions, right, at the same time. He asked two questions, Hashem only answered him one. You had to teach him one question at a time. Okay, you asked me, Shaul is coming down? Yes, Yered. The light, the stones lit up. Yud, Resh, Dalet. Okay, now he knows that Shaul is coming. Now, time to ask the second question again. Vayomer David has Hayaskirini ba'ale kil'ah oti ved anashai beyad Shaul. Are the people of Kil'ah going to hand me over, me and my people, to Shaul? Vayomer Hashem yaskiru. Hashem said, yes, they're going to give you over. Right? It's a whole discussion is why would they do such a thing? Is it, are they going to be, he helped them, right? Are they doing a sin by doing it? I mean, we'll see that because of this question, David was able to ask Hashem and run away. But if not, he would stay there, trusting these people. I help you. We're gonna. But Hashem said no. The plan is to give you over. Why? There's a discussion in Gemara that if, let's say, they surround the Jewish town and say, or the group of Jewish people, and say, we're going to kill all of you unless you give one of you to us. If not, we're going to kill all of you. What do they have to do? What's the halakha? Right? So Gemara over there says, none of them is allowed to give
anybody out.
They're not allowed to do. Even if all of their lives are dangerous. Again, Gemara says, how do you know his blood? Your blood is more red than that. But if they say, we want so and so, the criminal, if not, we're going to kill all of you. Over there, Gemara brings the example of name of a criminal. If not, we're going to kill all of you. Then becomes Machloket Reish Lakish and Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yochanan says, yeah. If they mention that name, and is it right, you have to give him.
Actually, if we mention that name.
They said so and so, give him to us.
If say they bring
and if the guy is Chayav Mitah. Okay, if it's Chayav Mitah, give him. And Reish Lakish says, no. Reish Lakish says, still you don't give. Even if they gave a specific name, they don't give. Right? So the question is, Rishonim now they're going to have Machloket in halakha. Is it halakha like Reish Lakish or Rabbi Yochanan? Is it only because he's criminal or anybody, right? Or just this, because they just said the name, right? So here, Hashem said they're going to give you because he mentioned your name and he's going to come and say, I want David, and he's Mored b'Malchut. What? They're going to give you. They're going to give you over, like Rabbi Yochanan said, not like Rabbi Reish. So that's what the whole discussion. Rabbi Yochanan and Reish Lakish many generations later, but they arguing about this scenario that they come and we are Yud Gimel.
הלכה אצלדה, הלכה זה.
Halacha is a machloket in halacha. Rambam says you don't give, the other one says you do.
Depends
save.
what the case is.
If the guy is not criminal,
If the guy criminally killed somebody, you give him out. If he's not, you cannot give him out.
that would be the okay. ויקם דוד ואנשיו כ-600 איש ויצאו מכלאה. So here already had 600 people. Remember at the beginning he had 400. Now more people joined him. So 600 people, David and 600 people of his men run away from Kil'ah. Right before Shaul gets there, they run out. ויתהלכו באשר יתהלכו. They went whenever they were able to go. Right? Run away. Any hole, any place they found, they ran away. ולשאול הוגד כי נמלט דוד מכלאה. And they told Shaul, David, you are too late. David already ran away from Kil'ah. ויחתל said, so he stopped going towards him. He stopped. Okay, why should I waste my time? He ran away, turned back. So this way, David was safe again. וישב דוד במדבר. David went to desert. Why did he go midbar? Because he didn't want to put any other towns in danger. He knows if he goes to a town, if Shaul comes, again he's going to kill everybody in the town. So that's it. He said, we're going to go deserted areas. Bemisadod, in the strongholds, Vaishev Bahar, and then he sat on he went to the mountains. Bemidbar Zif, in the Midbar Zif. ויבקשהו שאול כל הימים ולא נתנו לו אלוהים בידו. And Shaul was searching for him all the days, and Hashem did not give him in his hand. וירא דוד כי יצא שאול לבקש את נפשו. David. וירא David, and David saw that Shaul is coming out to kill him. ודוד במדבר זיף בחרשה. And David was in the midbar Zif, in the forest. Basically, he went in the forest to get more protection over there. ויקם יונתן בן שאול. Yonatan pops out. Yonatan, son of Yehonatan, son of Shaul, got up. וילך אל דוד חורשה. He went to David to the forest. And obviously David had his guards, but they knew Yonatan is very friendly with David. They let him in. ויחזק את ידו באלוהים. He encouraged him. ויחזק את ידו means he encouraged him, gave him strength. By God, that means by words of God. ויאמר אליו אל תירא. Basically he told him, Hashem is with you, don't worry. And then he told him, don't be scared. כי לא תמצא יד שאול. The hand of Shaul is not going to find you, Shaul אבי. ואתה תמלוך על ישראל. And you're going to be the king on Israel. ואנוכי אהיה לך למשנה. And I'm going to be the second in command to you. וגם שאול אבי יודע כן, and my father Shaul also knows it. That's why he's so scared. He knows that you're going to be king. So, Baba Messiah Pedaled, if you remember, we had Rabbi said that there are three extremely humble people in the world. Right? One of them is said Avi, my father. Shimon ben Gamliel. The Gamliel is the second. Okay, he was father of Rabbi Yehuda Nasi. He was very, very honored. The other one, Bnei Betera. Bnei Betera, there's a story that they used to be the Nasi in Eretz Israel. When Hillel came from Babel to Eretz Israel, there was a halacha that 1 year happened that Pesach was on Shabbat, that they forgot the halakha. They didn't know. Are you allowed to, not Pesach, the Erev Pesach was on Shabbat. Are you allowed to bring Korban today or no? They didn't, Bnei Betera didn't know. They said, oh, let's go ask. This rabbi just came from Israel. He brought them proof that you could. Bnei Betera said, you know what? We go down, you become our Nasi. Very honored. Someone being Nasi and this. Oh, you know, halakha better than us, you be the Nasi. Those are Bnei Betera. And the third one says Gemara, Yonatan. Yonatan was supposed to be the next king. He says, no, I'm going to be your secondary. You become the king. Right? That shows his anava. Moshe Rabbeinu, Anav, Kol Adam. This is talking about later generations. No one matches Moshe still.
Moshe Shaddai. That's what
No. Okay. So here it says, Anochi elecha lemishneh. The whole discussion is if Shaul wouldn't make this mistake and he would stay the king, how would it work? The kingdom was supposed to be from Yehuda. From time of Yaakov already was decided this, right? The kingdom has to be from Yehuda. Then we said it would have been like a double leadership. David would come in, would become the first like a king, and the second to the command would be Shaul, which he messed up. Now Yonatan wanted to fix that. Unfortunately, he never gets to that position. We'll see. They bought again. They made the covenant together, Brit together in front of Hashem. V'yeshev David b'choresh. David stayed b'choresha in the forest. Yonatan alach lebeto. Yonatan went back to his town. By coming and going to David also, he was putting his own life in danger also. But he was not scared. Vaya'alu Zifim El Shaul Hagiva, people of Zifa, this is the name of a town. They went to Shaul to give Hagivata, to give Lemor, to tell him, hello, David, Mistater Imanu, David is hiding within us. Oh, they go, they tell on him. Right? Bemesuda Becharasha, in the stronghold in the forest. They gave the address. Begiv'at Chalicha, that's the name of a place. Give the hill of Chalicha. Asher Mimin Hashimon, that's in the south of Yeshimon. Exact address, here, David is right there. Go get him. ואתה לך עבד נפשך המלך לרדת רד. And now, לכל עבד נפשך, if you please the king to go down, go. Basically, they're giving him green light, go take care of David. ולנו הזכירו ביד המלך. And they give הזכירו ביד המלך. And for us, we want to give him over in the hand of the king. Our intention is to give him over in the hand of the king. Okay? So basically, they came to do what they call Chot Shirini, right? To do, we love you, here, and David is there, go get him. ויאמר שאול, ברוכים אתם להשם, כי חמלתם עליי. Blessed you be to Hashem, because you had mercy on me. What does it mean you had mercy on me? You see, Shaul was scared of his life. He said, David wants to kill me. You're saving my life. He's telling them. He sees the things opposite, the wrong way, opposite way. Lechuna hachinu od. Go and prepare more. He sent them to be the spies for him. Ud'u et makomo, and go and analyze his place. Asher tiyeh raglo, wherever his feet, his steps, wherever he goes. Mira Osham, whoever sees him there, Ki Amar Elai, Arum Yaremhu, because they told me he's very trickery. Right? Not easy to find him. So go, footsteps wherever he goes, give me the exact location. I don't want approximate location, I want exact location. Udu mikol hamachabim asher yechabe, go and analyze every place that he hides. Sham v'shavtem elai, and come back to me. El nachon, to the exact place, with exact place, exact location. V'alachti itchem, and I will go with you. V'aya im yeshno ba'aretz, and if he's there in that land, v'chipasti oto, and I will search him b'chol alfei Yehuda, in all the thousands of Yehuda. I know he's not going to go out of Yehuda. I'm going to go wherever he is. I'm going to find him. Vayakumu v'elchu zilpa, they got up and went to Zipah, lifnei Shaul, in front of Shaul, in head of Shaul. ודוד ואנשיו במדבר מעון בערבה. David and his people are in the midbar Ma'on, in the valley, El Yamin Hayeshimon, in the south of Yeshimon. וילך שאול ואנשיו לבקש. Shaul and his people went to look for him. והגידו לדוד, and they told David that Shaul is coming. Vayered Hatzela, he went under rocky mountains. He started going on the mountains to run away. Vayeshev b'midbar Ma'on, and he was staying in the Midbar Ma'on, the desert of Ma'on. Vayishma Shaul vayerdu v'acharei David Midbar Ma'on, and Shaul heard, he already had his spies telling him exact location. So he went after David to Midbar Ma'on. וילך שאול מצד ההר מזה, ודוד ואנשיו מצד ההר מזה. So David was going on one side, Shaul was going on this side of the mountain, Shaul and David and his people on this side of mountain, right? Soon to be trapped. David nechefaz, and David was going fast. Nechefaz hasted. Lalechet, to go. He was going very fast. Mipnei Shaul, in front of, because of Shaul. Now this nechefaz, Radak has a darash that brings it from Midrash Tehillim. Yudchet. If you want to see where it is, 2, 4, 5 lines from the bottom, middle of the line, in the parenthesis it says Midrash Tehillim. You see that? נחפש ללכת. זה שעמד דוד אני אמרתי בחופזי כל אדם כוזב ונהלל, comes from this, right?
که میگه همه دروغو
I said in my haste, I was running away, I was, right, too fast. And I said, everyone is liar. כל אדם כוזב, right? כיוון שראה דוד עצמו מסומסם ביד שאול, no, that David saw he was very tight in the hand of Shaul. He was about to be caught. ואנשיו, שאול ואנשיו, Shaul and his people, אמר, על חינם משך אותי שמואל. He said, Shemuel did a meshicha for me to anoint oil on me for no reason. Now I'm going to die. What was the point of putting the oil on me? ואמר לי כי משך השם למלך. משכך השם למלך. And he told me, Hashem made you to a king. Anointed you to a king. היכן הוא, where is it? אותה הבטחה, that promise Shamali that he gave me? Where is his promise? What happened? He really saw himself dying at that moment. Is it? ומנין שכח אמר, אוקיי, ומנין שכך אמר, שנאמר, אני אמרתי בחופזי כל אדם כוזב, אפילו שמואל, כל אדם. He said what?
Wow.
In my haste, I thought everyone is there, even Shemuel, אפילו Shemuel. That's the pasuk that proves it. That the Midrash proves it from here. Right? אפילו Shemuel says.
כדרוך מגן.
Yeah. Where? I'm going to be king. I'm dying in a few minutes. היכן הוא אותו הבטחה שאמר לי? Where is the promise that he gave me? אמר לו הקדוש ברוך הוא, אני מעיד עליו שנאמן שמואל. I testify that Shemuel is trustworthy. When Shemuel says, he doesn't say it on his own. I testify. שנאמן, Hashem says. וידע כל ישראל מדן ועד באר שבע כי נאמן שמואל. And everyone knew that Shemuel from Dan till Beersheba, that Shemuel is נאמן לנביא. ואתה קראת לשמואל כוזב, and you telling Shemuel liar? Right? מיד, right away, ומלאך בא. We'll see next pasuk. Right? ושאול ואנשיו, let's continue, ושאול ואנשיו עותרים את דוד ואל אנשיו לתופסם. They surrounded David and his people to catch them. Basically, David was closed up, nowhere to escape.
He had 600 people with him? Or?
Yes. ומלאך בא, because once they run away from that town, they scattered. But then when the Shaul went back, they got back together. Got back together, went to the forest. Right? Now they are stuck. Then, this is Miyad, that brother, this pasuk. Malach ba, messenger. Who's this Malach? Some say is the messenger, human messenger. Some say no, it was a Malach, real Malach. Angel came to rescue. El Shaul, to Shaul, lemor, to tell him, Maher lecha ki pashtu Pelishtim al ha'arez. Hurry up and go, because the Pelishtim scattered in the whole land, spread it in the land. Everyone is in danger. Okay. Vayoshav Shaul mirdov acheret David. So Shaul had to go back. He went back from chasing David. Vayelech lekirat Pelishtim. He went to the לקראת פלשתים, towards the פלשתים. על כן קראו למקום ההוא סלע המחלקות. Therefore they call that place the stone, the rock of מחלקות. What is מחלקות? Two meanings.
Argument.
First of all, the first meaning Peshat is separation, because they got separated. David and Shaul got separated again. So this is a good one. Another one that was machloket. What machloket? The soldiers of Shaul didn't want to leave. Shaul, people come and say, "Oh, everyone is in danger. Oh, we are almost there. Give us one more hour. We catch David. What go?" And the other side said, "No. What do you mean? People are in danger. David is always here. Where is he going to go?" Yeah, we're going to catch him. But people are in danger. That's more important. You have to save lives. Right? So they had a big machloket. By the end, they decided to go back and leave David. So that saved David's life. Now you wanted to finish that, Radak? Miyad. ומלאך בא אל שאול לאמור מהר ולך. Right? Malach came to Shaul and said, hurry up and go. Right? Amar Rabbi Yodin Malach Shaliach Haya Amar Lo Rabbi Pinchas Vechi Shaliach Yoesu. So this is the argument with rabbis. They said this angel was a shaliach, was just a messenger. So Rabbi Pinchas said, what do you mean? Messenger comes and gives advice to the king? It's not a... Shemuel Mahel Lecha is telling him what to do. Right? What kind of messenger come and tell the king what to do? Go, oh, get up, go. Right? Ella Malach Shamayim Haya. Was a real angel. Right? Shenemar ve'ishlach mishamayim ve'yoshieni. We see Tehillim Nun Zayin. David says ve'ishlach mishamayim ve'yoshieni. So it brings a proof from Tehillim that Hashem sent the Malach from Shamayim to save me. 57, Tehillim 57, Pasuk 4, Pasuk Dalet. This is. So there's also Tehillim Yud Aleph was said about this whole episode. Okay.
Really, the Philistines were there.